It's week 2 of the National Football League, and our focus is on this team's veteran linebacker. He'll get after you every chance he can get on defense. Buckle up. There's football coming your way on Thursday
As the weekend approaches, let's settle in and end the week right, son, with an outstanding Thursday night contest here with the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome to week 2, everybody. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here with you. Really happy you could join us in a game that's already an early must-win for both of these teams, Brock. They were each losers back in week 1.
It's only 2 weeks, Kate, of a 17-game season, and people I know out there are going, come on, a must-win right now. But the percentage of teams all-time who make the playoffs after an 0-2 start, it's right around 10%, so you are spot on once again. Not impossible to do, but your season outlook's a whole lot better if you're the team who...
Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in week 2. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 32. He's got Thomas on the slant. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Look at that touch, laid on a platter for him. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that'll be a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've got first down from the 31. He's dropping back to throw. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now from the gun. Hauled in left side. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. That's Thomas, he's got it. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 17. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Need better results here on 2nd and goal from the 10. They're running again. And again, he can't manage anything. Defense all over him at the line. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. They'll throw it. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. The 13-year pro still doing what he does as he puts this through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And leading them out, one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
Dumped off to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 28. Finds him over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And this run's limited to a minimal gain up to about the 44. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this 1st down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. From the 38. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll run here on 1st down. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 27. Hits his running back. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, These little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down. Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass brought in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Just a field goal separates these two. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. Here's a give on first and goal. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's second and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up third and goal. They'll try it with him again. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Dump off caught by his back. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's brought down up across the 40. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 41. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
To the air, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Ravens and their running back about to get back to work. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens will go on offense. They go play action on first. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Dumps it off to his running back. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Their offense ready to take the field now. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Caught by his back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a gain of 4 there, and it'll give him a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, you can give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player on that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It's scored as a 51-yard punt, and they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. Complete over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Searches from the pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
He fires one deep down the middle. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. No return on that punt. Man, it'll be their football. This offense making its way back out now. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Back to throw on 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. He'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Their punter making his way out now. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw now. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just before reaching the 30. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. They are throwing it again. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. So out now comes the punter. And they could really use a good one here. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. This offense ready to get going again now. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on second down. He's going to throw this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Punt team on the field. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And that is where they'll start the next drive. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And they'll begin this possession in just a moment. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Brought in right side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 8. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. He'll throw it. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So we've reached the halftime break. It's the Ravens leading so far on the road. Now it's time we checked in around the league. Here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. In the early window, lots of good matchups to choose from. We'll highlight the game in Detroit, a big one for the Lions, as they get set to take on the visiting New York Giants. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. A 2-touchdown victory, 31-17, the final. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football to wrap up the week between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
From the 30 on 2nd down. That's completed right side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Completed over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Slot man in motion left. On 1st down, they'll run. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They're going play action. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. It's 2nd and goal. Running for it again. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's Carter on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Now this offense getting set to work here. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He breaks a tackle, and he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He puts some air under this one, deep right.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Ravens back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They send a tight end in motion. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. First and 10, looking to throw. And that's going to be knocked away. May have saved a completion there. And that brings us to the end of our 3rd quarter. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Looking to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They gain 14 on the play. And they'll have first down. Hand off to the back. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was no...
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Broke through the tackle. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Ravens, and this running back headed back out for a new series. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. They go play action here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get a touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. It's the same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
He's throwing for it! And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Back to the air following the pick 6. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Play action on 1st down. He puts some power on a deep one left. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game. Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain. You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Here comes their offense out again. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
And he'll get it up to the 27. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll give him a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To throw here on first down. That's Thomas. He's got it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's just a field goal game right now as we get set for our final quarter. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Finds him on the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. New set of downs for him at the 38. The give now out of the shotgun. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Back now, pressure on its way. He has the first over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Give now to the running back. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to the well again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They're throwing it. Looking right, and he finds him. And a solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. Baltimore running its offense out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. And a man is there to knock that away. That one vehemently swatted away. And it sets up 2nd down. Pass play now. Throw left side, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Trying the right side. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 41. They did it! He made the interception! And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Back out runs their offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Airing it out to start this drive. He completes it in traffic. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's a toss running left. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Back-to-back carries here. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Throwing now on 1st down. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Dumped off to his running back.
This is one of those plays, Kate. I could just hear defensive buzzwords. Pursue, effort, run him down. Just a total effort defensively to knock that running back right out of bounds and put a negative yardage mark on the stat sheet.
They'll make a bid for it on the ground. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks, well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign, well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys trail by a field goal. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Completed left side to Thomas. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. And the Ravens go in nickel, 3rd down. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the defense comes through. 4th down, that much tougher. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And it's on its way and through! He hit it from deep. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Finds the in route complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Setting up to pass. Hits his running back. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. And the whistles go off, so we've got a timeout, 9 seconds left in the game. And the whistles go off, so we've got a timeout, 9 seconds left in the game. The entire game now resting on the right foot of this kicker. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. A big kick is no good. It's well to the left there. And they do not break the tie here in the 4th.
The mission objective now becomes supporting him after that miss, Kate. We're heading to overtime, and in that extra frame, you know there's a good chance he's going to be called on again to go out and try to win this game.
He'll look to throw it. This to win the game. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Ravens have it on the interception. Time's run out. We're going to overtime. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see 1 possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. Now hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Starting from the 5. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And they fought hard, not just against their opponents on the field, Brock, but the tens of thousands of opponents in the stands. And it's led him to a chance to now silence everybody here in overtime. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll try and throw it here. He's got a man left. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here's a give up the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's the handoff. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here's 2nd and 2. Completed to his running back. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. They'll come up 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Has some space inside the 15. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he reaches the end zone. That is a game-winning touchdown. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Ravens are your winners as we say goodnight, everybody.